I knew I had something in me. An Irish man in the UFC was literally, and I mean literally, laughed at. Never mind get a win. Never mind even get a win in the UFC. Then win a belt. Then win the second belt. I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna outwork everyone that says I cannot do it. And that's what I did. And that's how I rose up. But my lineage, the McGregor lineage, we are bled on the battlefield. You can trace my lineage back to the Highlands where we fought invaders off of our land with our family sword, the Claymore. And I have it hanging on the banisters of my stairs just to remind me of where I come from and who I am. We are warriors, we are fighters. Going to bouts against undefeated fighters over 10 years, or people with insane fighting legacies, and I was able to go in front of the world and tell the world, I'm gonna knock this man out with this exact shot at this exact time, and I done it back to back to back. All in is a term I like to use in my ventures. All in. We've got to be all in on our ventures. I'm all in on my whiskey, I'm all in on my clothing, my fitness. I am all in on the fight game. I just want my worth. There's a lot of politics in the game. The fight game is full of sharks, but I'm the fucking whale. Still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself. And for many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but you know what? Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough. It's just about making sure your internal dialogue and your internal belief in yourself is strong enough that it can withstand the external. Yes. The external is there. Yes. You've got to accept it. You've got to embrace it. You've got to understand it and be aware of it. But don't let it seep into your internal dialogue. Yeah. Feel myself. Yes. Who am I? Yes. I know who I am. I am an Irish animal, a proper Irish animal. No Irish man has done what I have done. I opened up pathways for my people. We came steaming through the door thanks to my belief and my hard work. It's an insane game. It's not all in again. I'll go back to that term. It's halfway in. And then you can't be that way, and you certainly cannot be that way in the fight game, but in reality you can't be that way in any game you're in. If you're in a game, make sure you're in it all the way, all in with it, and then that game will be your game. Know yourself to know others. That's a Bruce Lee quote. If you truly know yourself, you can know others. So I know what way I feel. I know what way that man feels. I know what I can say to push his buttons. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's afraid of. I know his worries, and I put them in under the spotlight. I put them out there. I get them thinking about it. I made a Jose Aldo an undefeated champion, the first UFC featherweight champion. He was 28 years of age at the time. I made him feel like he was an old man. The lack of commitment is almost an insult to the people who believe in you. It's not who the fuck I am. It's not what my people. It's not what the people who believe in me deserve. And when you come out, you're a different person. If I could describe it to people, it's like entering a car crash. You're going into a car crash. The shins are bare, the feet are bare. You can strike with the elbows, the knees. It's a vicious game, and you've got to be fully committed, and you've got to be willing to go all the way. I know when to live to fight another day. Yes. So you have to be intelligent in there as well. Otherwise, you won't live to fight another day. Yeah. And that's what happened in my last bout. It did not go my way, but then the fight broke out afterwards. I bounced back in.